Okay, aloha everyone. It is Friday. Is it Friday? No,
Yeah,
Saturday. What
Friday.
is today? Okay. Anyway, I got to do more of my brain.
I
Anyway,
saw someone dries their hair with it. They use it as a hair dryer.
yes, exactly. So my name's Raimi Martin. I was so excited about the results that we've been seeing with the Iteracare wand, and I shared it with my dear Hanai family in Manoa on Oahu. Ruth and Ron Hirahara, I want to thank you for opening up this Zoom to others on the call, because this started off as just Eileen wanting to share with Ruth and Ron how to use their device, because she just shipped it out and it's going to be arriving soon. But Ruth already has one and has been practicing with it. So this is kind of an official instructional class, if you will, on Zoom to walk you through how to use it. I know many of you are already
Are you going to watch this
uh,
to learn how to use it?
here, I will mute the lines. Okay. I know some of you might be new to Zoom. And so, as Sherry was mentioning, we're going to have you mute your lines when our teacher begins to speak, and then that
Okay.
will hold down the background noise. And I can assist you with that on the tool tray on the bottom, where you have all of the controls. On the left is the mute button, and it has a microphone, and you could just tap on that. And if you want to speak, then you can unmute yourself. And then also, if you are multitasking and you don't want everybody to watch you moving around, you can turn your camera off as well, where it says stop video. All right. But anyway, I'm very thankful to Henry George, who someone text Henry George because he said he wanted to be on this call. Henry George called me or text me one day and said, Raimi, you need to talk, you need to learn about this product, because my pastor had a stroke and now he's able to walk again. And Eileen will tell you a little bit more about him. We've seen photographs of this man who basically used Iteracare to restore his abilities. And so that was the beginning of me learning about the Iteracare. And I know from there, many of you, like the Andrade family, Uncle Joe is on the call. Uncle Joe also, I think 2 years ago, had a stroke, and I know he is actively using different frequencies, treatments, and so on. So Uncle Joe, I'm so glad to hear that you're getting movement in your finger. It's so exciting to see that. Vince is experiencing the same thing. And so I just wanted to share the good news that my husband has no speech, and for 6 years now. And my caregivers and I are noticing that he is more verbal. We don't know the words he's saying, but he is expressing himself more. He is much more emotional. He's laughing more and just more alert. And his grip on his hand is loosening up. So I know we could go around the room and we'd end up sharing all of our testimonies of how powerful this tool is. But anyway, I just wanted to again give you some background on who I am and why I've been doing this, and then to thank the Hiraharas for allowing us to be riding on your coattails in this class with Miss Eileen. So Miss Eileen, I'm going to spotlight your video and you can take it from here.
Hi, Eileen. Oh, wait.
Yes, and Ruth, before you, if you don't turn off your camera, I just want to introduce you to Ruthie Hirahara. I just spotlighted her camera, and Ruthie just got her eyes dilated, so she has to wear her sunglasses. That's why she has her glasses on. Oh, wait, no, she just muted herself. Let me unmute you, Ruthie, so you could say hello to Miss Eileen, because this call is all about you and Ron. Can you push the button, the microphone? Right now you're muted. I just wanted to make that connection because we have been working for several days now on getting this order together and shipped out to Hawaii. I sent a little message saying to unmute.
There you go.
There.
There.
Hi.
There. Yes. I'm so happy to meet you.
Yeah.
Happy to meet you too. I have my glasses on because I just had my eyes dilated, so it's a little sensitive yet. But I want you to meet my husband, Ron. This is Ron. Hi. Say hi to Eileen.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we're so excited to hear all this good news and get our shipment in.
Yes, Ruthie, tell them about your initial experience with the Iteracare one.
Generally I'm a happy person, but since I had my stroke in 2021, my life has been upside down kind of, even though it's a mild stroke. But I noticed right away that my spirit was more buoyant and lighter. That was almost immediately. And I have several pains from the past in my body. So I noticed that that's starting to dissipate and lighten up also. So it's a kind of like a general feeling of this lightness that first overcame me, that made me realize that, it's something wonderful to look into. I have several friends who are much more severe health problems. But I think anytime you feel better, you're going to be better and act better, and you can help others. So, it's not anything earth shattering, but for me, it is to feel a little bit better. And especially after going through a stroke, that was the first time. So I've been struggling with my health for the last almost 2 years. So I've had AFib, which is when your heart speeds up to 171 beats per minute. It's very scary, because I think that's what brought on. You're 5 times more capable of getting a stroke with AFib. So I looked into um, getting a procedure done, which I did in late June, but the procedure was good, but it was complicated by the side effects of the general anesthesia, and I got sick from it and got some kind of a bacteria that invaded my throat. And I lost my voice for months, and we didn't know what was wrong. And finally, the ENT put what do you call that? A strobe, not a strobe, but
A camera down your throat.
a camera down my throat. And she found a tumor, and the tumor was sitting on my or growing on my vocal cords, and I couldn't speak, and it was hoarse and everything. So for months I was suffering until I could get to the ENT. And so she said that I need to have surgery because it was choking me, literally choking me. I couldn't swallow well. I couldn't breathe lots of times. It was really a scary situation. And then I have a meditation group, which I facilitate, 3 of them. And I asked them all to pray for me because I didn't want to go back into the hospital again. And I had a premonition shortly after that, that I wasn't going to have surgery. And 2 days later, over the sink, I was coughing, and I literally coughed out the tumor into the palm of my hand, and it looked like a garbanzo bean. And I said, "Oh, I didn't eat a garbanzo bean. How did this happen?" And my son and husband were with me. Thank goodness I had witness. And they said, "Mom, your voice came back." And my voice came back immediately after coughing up this tumor. I mean, we call it the garbanzo bean miracle, because even my doctor was astounded. She said she's had thousands of cases and that has never happened to her before. So she said, "You don't need to have surgery, Ruth." I did have bleeding and that stopped, and but I did catch an infection, so that complicated things. Even though we had this miracle, I still had to clear the infection from my throat, which eventually happened. But so I'm saying that this is really something to. And then Raimi generously gifted me the wand. I call it the wand because it's more magical to me when you say the wand.
Everybody magical.
Yeah, and her T-shirt matches it too. But anyway, that really helped to increase my vitality and energy. So I'm really feeling great, and I'm so thankful for prayers and for, just anything that's going to help you to be better and to feel better about life and everything. So I'm excited about the wand because I can see differences in people who have used it. It's exciting.
Yes. And Ruthie got on her first use the best sleep that very first night. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
Sleep is not always easy to come by.
Yes, there's so many things. When you age, I mean, aging is really a challenge. It's not for sissies. And I'm 81, and I want to look forward to the rest of my life being as healthy as I can and as happy as I can until I check out. So, this is all a good thing.
Isn't she a beautiful 81-year-old? Oh my Lord.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yay. Well, we're excited tonight, Ruthie, to walk you through the steps of what to do when your machine arrives. And I don't know, Eileen, if I should call it a machine, but we're all ears. So I will turn over the floor to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Eileen.
You're welcome. I thank you so much, and I want to greet each and everyone a pleasant good evening from Las Vegas to Oregon to Hawaii and to every place that you are in. It is a beautiful Friday night here, and I'm blessed because I was just, for a short notice, I was talking to somebody in Vancouver, Canada, when I got your message, Rami, and I said yes, yes, yes. Praise God. Anyway, let me start with the company. A little detail why you will understand how it works. No, so this is our what we call the hot air blower. It is not a medical device, okay? Because here in the United States, if you tell them it's a medical device, you will need an FDA approval. Okay, but this one is categorized as an electric household electric device. So we call this a hot air blower. But this hot air blower is very precious, okay? Very precious, very valuable, okay? First, it is the latest technology. Second, it is the only machine that can help your body heal itself, okay? So right now, with this device, we call it Iteracare device. What is inside the Iteracare? Now, first and foremost, there are three technologies that is involved in the use of this. This prototype was invented by a Chinese scientist who is into terahertz frequencies. Okay, so the first and foremost technology, there's a 3-in-1 technology which is called optical quartz technology. So it has a crystal inside, so be careful not to drop it because the crystal might break. So optical quartz technology, it has quantum technology, and it has a terahertz frequency technology. Now, when you turn this on, it will have a warm, blowing, it's a radiant heat, okay? So there's it's 1, 2, 3, and it's low heat, mid heat, and high heat, okay? Now, this three technology inside is what makes the radiant heat, and at the same time, is the terahertz frequency. Let me explain about the terahertz frequency. The terahertz frequency, have you heard of radio frequency? Radio frequency is around the air. We can hear the music, but we cannot see anything. It's frequency, right? Microwave, you put in a glass of water in the microwave and then turn it on, and then the frequency of the microwave goes to the water to boil the water. You cannot see anything, okay? It's not visible to the eyes. So there's this frequency of the microwave and there's this frequency of the infrared. So if this frequency is going around, there is a gap between the microwave frequency and the infrared. This gap was discovered by an American scientist. This gap of frequency, he called it terahertz frequency. And this frequency has no radiation. Okay? Right now, if you will understand, when you go to the airport and you enter the machine of the TSA, you raise your hand and they go into that machine and then you click. And then the security will find out about what is inside your body. So it's an imaging that detects metal or anything that is not a part of the body. That is terahertz frequency use. Second, if you go to the hospital, there are these medical scanner. Okay, they put in the body, they check the body like CT scan. That is terahertz frequency being used. Okay, right now the United States is in a 5G satellite. Satellite, right? We use 5G for our cell phone, for our the things that we use for our cell phone. Do you know that China is on the 6G? The 6G is terahertz frequency they use. From the satellite above in the sky, they produce a 6G satellite going to China and they use it. No radiation. No radiation. Okay, so if that terahertz frequency, most of the scientists, the start of 1980, they were thinking of big projects, millions of worth of projects. But there's no one person except these scientists who think about human beings. Okay, the most of the frequency they use are high frequency of terahertz, but this one, the terahertz frequency used in this device is a low frequency. It's like from 2 to 7 OMF. I don't know the title, but it's the low frequency. Okay, so what does it do when this is your skin? Okay, and you blow the skin at least 3 inches, okay, or 6. It doesn't. At least there's heat and there's the frequency that will go. Okay, it resonates to the cellular level. The energy being blown by the frequency is the same energy level that is being received by our cell and by our trillions of cells. Okay, what does it mean? For example, there's a singer and the singer will say ah, ha, 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 ah, ha, 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 and then she's holding a glass. Okay, and if that glass will, the voice will resonate the glass, and if it is on a very high note, the glass might break, right? So that is what you call resonance. It vibrates into the cell. Remember, our body is made of cell. Everything in our body is made up of the building block of our body is made up of cell. So whether it's a hair, whether it's the eyes, the tongue, or just the palm, everything is cellular level. It's cell. We're made up of cell. So when this device is pointed to the cell, okay, it resonates the energy. It brings the energy to the cellular level. So the cell will start to activate. There are 5 features of this device. First, it will activate the cell. It will activate the cell, meaning to say it will give energy to the cell. It will, when it gives energy to the cell, what will the cell do? It will self-repair the organ or the cell where it is situated. Okay? So the first thing that this device will do is to activate the cell in your body. And the second thing that it will do is identify the wisdom of the terahertz frequency. It identifies whether the cell is good cell, active cell, dormant cell, or dead cell. If it's active cell, it will re-energize. If it's dormant cell, it will awaken the dormant cell and re-energize it. But for the bad cell, it will detoxify. It will eliminate from the system. I wanted to share this very important thing, especially for cancer patients. I'm talking on a layman's understanding. But you remember, they will always say, oh, the cancer has spread all over her body. It's too late. It has spread and it has metastasized already. Why? Because our cell needs energy. And if it's a dying cell, it will try to get the other cells to get the energy from the other cells. It's trying to pull the energy. If it's a poor energy, poor dormant cell, it will die too. So there will be more dying cells than active cells. Okay? So with this device, if you energize the dormant cell, you energize the good cell or the active cell, then you will have more energized cell, active cell, and active cell. But the dead cell, it also identifies, it will just eliminate from the system. It will just be, that's why we need the water, because the water, first, I will explain the water thoroughly later, but the water will also help eliminate through urination, through bowel movement, through perspiration. You know, sometimes if long ago you have a bad smelling feet, then it will eliminate there, because that is what we call a healing crisis. I will explain that more later. But then this device is so precious for me. Why? It activates, it identifies the cell, and whatever dead cell is in it, it eliminates the body, because it is made by God perfect. It has a healing ability. So if there's a cell, energize the cell, it will just repair the organ. Okay? So it activates, it identifies, it penetrates. Meaning to say, it is a frequency. When I blow in this area for like 5 minutes, especially this area is the lymphatic system. Okay? If I blow this area and energize it for 5 minutes, for 15 minutes, I gave you a blowing guide that is very good. If this one, it will penetrate and goes out here. So it has the ability to penetrate up to 30 centimeters, which is almost 1 foot. Okay? So if I blow it here, it will come out there. If I blow it in my breast, it will still be in my back. Okay? But the good thing is that this is very effective. So it activates, it identifies, it penetrates, and it's safe to use. It's safe to use because it is radiation free. It does not emit any radiation. You know, I can show you a demo. Okay, they have this electromagnetic radiation detector. You blow it with that electromagnetic radiation detector, it will say 0. Then bring this electromagnetic radiation detector to the electric switch, and it will just go up high, or into the inverter. Anything that is electric, it will increase radiation. So even if you don't see the radiation there in the electric wirings, it still have radiation. So we are covered all by radiation. So, but this one has no radiation. So when you blow your body with this and you drink the water that is charged with this, there's no radiation. So it activates, it identifies, it penetrates, it's safe to use, and it's user-friendly. You just have to hold it, plug it in, and then blow. Blow. 15 minutes. Blow. The first 15 minutes, it will calm you down. The first 15 minutes, you will feel sleepy. Why? Because the body wants you to rest. The body repairs when you're sleeping. That's why sleep is very important. Yeah. So that is how this device works. Okay. Now there are 3 kinds of devices, but we are promoting this because the other 2, if you have learned more about it, they are of different price and different wattage too. But this one is already very, very, very good. Okay. Now, if you use it for example 1 hour, 1 hour of use of this is equivalent to 40 massage. 40, not 14, but 40 massage. Okay, and if you use it and it overheat, just turn it off. It will automatically turn off. Cool it down, and once it's cool again, it will just turn on again. Hello, good evening. Okay, so this one is the electrical. This is the Iteracare device. Okay, those are the uses. Now, I've sent you a blowing guide. Okay, the blowing guide is also the best way to use it. So there, if you have like glaucoma, where do you blow? What part of the body? But the first things first is that use the protocol completely. Use the protocol completely. I have here at my back, here. This one is the steps. So first, you have to drink the water. Okay, let me talk about the water, and then the palm for 3 minutes to 5 minutes, and then the sole. This one is the palm. You need, because there are 60 plus nerve endings in your palm. This is the sole. It has 180 plus nerve endings, and the sole of your feet has all the organs. Okay, so that is I have this, I sent this to you, but let me talk and discuss to you about the importance of the water. Okay, when you have a glass, this is plastic. I'm sorry, I apologize, I have no glass here. What I do is I blow the whole pitcher of water in a glass pitcher, and then put it here and bring my my water jug to work, okay, or to the business. So I put it here. So this is already a charged water. But when you have a glass, you have to just blow it this way. We can do it that way, but it overflow because of that strength. So, but if you do it here on the glass for 3 minutes, you're charging your water. We call this the 5th generation functional water. Okay, so what it does is, what can help? The water is so precious. Okay, so with this terahertz blown or charged water, what can it do? Number one, when you charge the water, the molecular structure of water is clustering. They cluster in 18 to 20 clusters. Okay, so when you drink the water, sometimes it is not there's like, oh, something's wrong with my drinking the water, okay, because of the clusters. But when you blow it for 3 minutes, the cluster becomes linear. It becomes linear. So when it's linear, it easily goes into the cell. So every part of the body that the water flows, it will just go, and the needed water inside the cellular level. That's why by the way, our body is made up of 70% water. So they prefer warm water, drink it, and then 8 ounces to 16 ounces of water before you use the device. Okay? Why? First, it will energize. Second, it will go directly to the cell. And third, it will energize each and every cell that has taken the water. Okay? The number 2 use of this functional water, they call it now not healthy water, but it's functional water, because it will give a low viscosity in your blood. Okay, what does it mean? Honey is thick. Honey is it's thick, right? It's not fluid. It's not easy. Honey is thick. Oil is thick, right? How about the blood? If you're using high blood pressure medicine or using medicine for blood clot, so it is presumed that the blood flow is not as effective as it should be, because you're using a medicine to help in the flow of your blood. So it might be that your blood is also thick. So sometimes you have to take the blood thinner, okay? But when you drink this water, the viscosity of your blood is changed lower by 600 times. So if you drink most of this water all the time, can you imagine the flow of your blood will be very smooth all over because you're using the water and you're using the device. Any pain is caused by a blockage in the blood system. And any blockage will cause inflammation that will cause the pain. When you use this, it kind of relaxes the veins and the flow of the blood is already flowing correctly because you have changed the viscosity of your blood by using a terahertz water. You have lowered the viscosity of your blood. I will also send you a scientific explanation by when you type it in the YouTube. Go for the terahertz water about I will send it so it will be easy for all of you. But that one explains the viscosity, even the calming ability of the water when you use them. Okay, so it helps. It becomes linear. It has low viscosity, and it gives you an antibacterial effect. Most of the health water, they cannot claim antibacterial effect. But this terahertz frequency device, charged water, they can claim that it has an ability to kill bacteria in the gut or in the system. Okay, and also it is also an anti-radiation device. Anti-radiation device. Okay, so yes, it is it is lowering, it is linear, it is lowering of the viscosity. You have, I can show you, there's one demo in the YouTube where in this blood, in the lab test, they are all in cluster. And this blood in the other one, I'm sorry, I'm being distracted by all these notifications. In the other lab test report, the blood is linear. So you friends of this blood has no frequency device and no water being drunk. But this laboratory test is showing that the blood becomes linear so that also the flow of the blood is improved. Okay? That is very important. That alone, I will drink even 8 ounces to 16 ounces of water just to make my blood flow properly. Okay? So it's the viscosity, it's anti-radiation. So if you drink this kind of water, at least you're protected from the radiation that is around you. And then it also has antibacterial effect. And the most important thing for all of us is it anti-aging. It improves the cellular level activity. So if you used to be not so active and agile, now with this terahertz water charge device and the terahertz frequency device, then you become more active, you become more energized, and you can do the things that you cannot used to do before, like me bending, especially when you wake up. This time I can wake up and stand up immediately. Before I have to touch my bed first, hold my bed, and then sometimes it's painful, right? But now with this, I can jump on my bed. I can jump on my bed. But just be careful. Don't be too agile because we're not that young anymore. Okay. Anyway, so one thing I experienced when I drink this water at night. Okay. Before, when I was just on my first month, it was correcting my urination. But then right now, there are times that I don't need to urinate anymore. It's all in the morning. And even my bowel movement has improved. I have poor metabolism, but then now with the water, I have improved my bowel movement. So this device is not only important, but the water is also important. Can you imagine? This alone can help us. But I'm not saying that don't take your vitamins, because vitamins is vitamins, minerals is minerals. It will always help our body. But these two alone, with good healthy food, will help you a lot. Okay, so what else? I think I have covered everything. And if you have questions, I'm willing to answer them as much as I can.
Eileen,
Jamie?
hi, I'd like you to review the levels, the low, the 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
I thought that was very useful. Everybody knows.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you don't know. There are three settings, and then the third one is the hottest, right? And so it feels like a blow dryer. You know how you have a heat setting on your blow dryer?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, please
Yes, I
explain.
will.
Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. Are we there? Oh, I lost you. Okay. Okay. Here, Miss Ruth, this one is the thing that we sent to you this morning. This is the classic 2.0. This is not the classic 1.0. This one is a classic 1.0. Okay. This one that I sent you is the latest. They have phased out of this already. They phased it out. Okay. What we can do with that is, if you have bonus redemption and you purchase the old device that is the classic, then we can give you the one that is left into us. Okay. But right now, they have a new handle. It has a handle, and this is what is inside. Okay. So they have a guide now, and this one is the same, but this one is the crystal, and this one is the 3-core technology. So what I'm going to do is, okay, teach you how to do it. This one is safe. You have to screw this. Okay. It's easy. Okay. That's the screw. And then this one, we just have to remove this.
So you review the difference between the ones we have that we've been using and this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one is the new device. It's called Classic 2.0. Okay. So now, because the last year, for some of them, they break this. They try to. It is all, sometimes in the shipment it breaks, but now, because they screw it now, it's already in a nice box form and with foam and cloth. So it's I think safe. And then they wrapped it with plastic, and then they wrap the box with the plastic, and then they put so that it will all be safe. So this one has a protective covering too. I just remove this, and then I will turn it on. Okay. So this one's the switch is, you used to have it in the middle, but now this is here. Okay, so this is 1. It has 0, 1, 2, 3. So this one is the heat differs. This is the slow heat. Okay, okay, I will see. Okay, that's the low heat. See? That's the blue. It's a guide. It's a light guide. Okay, so here, there, one. It can be tolerated by the skin. Okay, but I recommend that you use cloth and everything, so that it will be not too hot. Okay, and with the cloth, you can turn it to a little bit faster. See? It's a little bit also heat. Still tolerable, but this one is hot. So you need the cloth. So low heat, mid heat, and high heat. So if you want only the number one, it it brings out the terahertz frequency plus the heat. So I recommend you use your pajama or any cloth, because when you have the cloth, it's so soothing. But sometimes if you only wear, you don't wear it with your clothes, okay. One thing good, we can use this also as a hair dryer, hair blower. Why? It penetrates to the brain cell. And there are portions, let's say, in the brain. This one is very good. So even the ears is very good to blow for the brain. This one and here. Okay, I will send you also a video of about a lady who is into neurology, and she was talking about how to blow the brain. For these are for maybe dementia, memory loss, Alzheimer, or mental illnesses. They will be helped. You know, I have a resident, and she's Alzheimer, and she's very agitated. She cannot stand still. She will have to walk until sometimes she will drop off the hold on to the TV and throw it. Hold on to the glass, and so he's very agitated. When I started blowing her face and her back, she started to calm down. As in, calm down. So now I know how to we lower her, and we lower her, and you know, but she was already in a very late stage 4 of Alzheimer. That's why I'm believing it will take time, but yeah, it has calmed her down. These are especially the violent ones. She will just, with no reason, she will just smack you, and we're taking care of her, right? So yes, so I've shown you the switch. It's just 1, 2, 3, and then I've shown you how it's unscrew and screw. Yeah.
And even
Yes.
if you use the low setting, it doesn't mean that you have less frequency.
No. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
The frequency will always be there. It's the heat that is changing.
Mhm.
So from one switch to another, it's low heat, mid heat, and high heat.
Okay.
Yes.
Then when we do the protocol, what's behind you in the poster there?
Yes.
And by
Yes.
the way,
Okay.
everybody, in the chat of the Zoom call, I put a document that she shared. It's a guide. Some of you received it by text message from me earlier, but it's a beautifully illustrated guide that walks you through this protocol and so much more.
Yes. And in the guide that we send you, like there was like, if you want something to improve in your eyes, this is how you do it. Something in your neck, this is how you do it. But the protocol is just this is just the guide when you start it every day. Okay, always drink water, and they're recommending warm water. Warm water. Okay, then you start it with your palm. You know, here for like 3 minutes. Okay, I suggest you have also a what do you call this, a timer, so that you will know. Sometimes we are so lazy. Oh, I've been doing this already. In fact, you're only doing it for a minute when you need to do it for 3 minutes. You know, the best is the timer time. Even if you just, okay, I forgot. Oh, and then I come back again, and then I go back again. At least you're using it for the whole body. But first the palm, okay, and then the sole of your foot. There are people like Barbara was here, Remy, and she was telling me that she has titanium plates in her knee and in her hips. I said, don't blow in that area where there are implants. Not even if you have implants in your eyes, you cannot blow your eyes. It should be at the back, okay?
Oh,
And then, yeah, don't blow it in the eyes. Blow it at the back,
if you have
or at
implants.
the back.
Okay, so
Okay.
again, just to reiterate, my friend Barbara had a knee replacement and a hip replacement. So she has metal in her body.
Yeah.
And that's what Eileen
Yes.
is seeing.
Yeah. And so I told her, just blow on the sole of your feet for 15 to 20 minutes. Why? In the sole of your feet, all the nerve endings of your body, of the organs of your body is represented. So if you need something to be improved in your eyes, go to the foot,
I see.
go to the back.
Eileen,
So everything is connected.
when I put the wand on myself, do I have to go round and round or up and down or shake it at all, or can it be stationary?
Okay, the reason why we put it around and around is it's because of the heat. You don't want to burn your skin.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so and if you do it like this, the heat dissipates. I mean, it goes around, so it doesn't stay too long.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So don't let it steady. Don't do it on a steady basis.
Because of
If
the
it's steady, move it around, move it around like this. Yeah.
because I'm buying a stand for $20 on Amazon.
Okay. Okay, there's a stand, and I'll find out how we can get that. But it's oscillating. It's like an electric fan. It will do like that. Ooh. And if this is your body, it will do like that. Ooh,
Oh, I want one of those.
like that. Yeah, I will check how much it is. But yeah, it's oscillating. It's like an electric fan.
Okay.
It's like that. Yeah, they have invented that already.
Okay. And
You
is
know,
it important
then,
to
so-
do it in that order? Because sometimes I jump around when I'm doing Vince. You know, I start at his feet and then go up to the top of his head. But
As
should I
long
be
as-
doing it
as long as you do it more than 3 minutes.
Correct. Yeah. I've been doing 2
Yeah.
minutes. I set the timer and then I move to the next part, but I haven't been doing it in this order.
Yeah,
It is.
sometimes as long as you cover them, I
Yes.
believe that we can the for me, as I experience, okay, the palms, the sole, the back, yes, the backbone towards downwards.
Mhm.
Okay, this one is for me very important. Of course, the groin is also important because it's the lymphatic system. So as long as you cover everything, I believe it's good. But if you can, because the one thing very hard is the sole of the foot. I do it the last. Yeah, I do it at the last. But when I'm in bed, it's my first thing that I will do. I will do that in my bed while I'm watching the TV.
I see.
Okay. Yeah. So I will stay there for like 3 minutes, and then sometimes I massage my foot. I hold my foot like that. I massage. I press, and I see whether where there is pain, and then I go do it. But
Mhm.
the foot, then I put in front and the side. But yes,
Okay.
do it not less than 3 minutes, because trillions of cells, you are energizing trillions of cells. If you will not focus, oh, by the way, the Chinese in our guide, it's 15 minutes, not 3 minutes. I was reading it. So
15.
they do it for 15 minutes. So they want you to do it an hour. Why? You're energizing trillions of cells. That's why they want you to drink more water, because you're supplying the body. 70% of the body is water. So that's how because I have met more Chinese friends before, and they will tell me, "Oh, you didn't drink your water. Oh, why why drink ice cold water when no, that's bad for your body."
Mm.
So they have many don'ts on the water.
Yes.
Now I realize.
How
I realize
long?
that's why they all. Yes.
I'm sorry, Miss Eileen. How long does the charge last? If I charge water in the morning, is it good till tomorrow, or do I have to charge it?
Yes. No. It's already charged. Changed already.
Okay.
So you can use it until tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Glass
Yeah.
container. Yes. And
Yeah.
you want us to use the most purified water that we can get our hands on, and then charge that.
Yeah. Okay. I have to tell you about the healing crisis. Okay. Our body, ever since you grew up, from the time you were born up to the time now that all your all your sickness, every sick, every everything that if you're sick before, all of these are only put into your system. It's impacted. It never grew up unless it was detoxified. Okay.
Mm.
Now the body is detoxifying itself. Every part that is you were sick before, you will experience the same sickness, but this time it is eliminating the sickness forever. It's called healing crisis. You experience the same, like for example, when I was young, I will always have itchy in my head. When I started blowing my hair, wow, it's so itchy. But then I blow it again, and then I drink water again, then the itch dissipates.
Oh,
Okay.
Just
Before I was also, when I was young, like I was 7 years old, every time we travel by car, I will vomit. I will feel dizzy and vomit. Okay. The first 3 days that I used this, we were traveling to Oregon. Then I started when we got to a place, maybe I was traveling like an hour, I started to vomit. I started to vomit. But then I realized, and I was so sick until I came to Oregon. And then when we went to the house, we have no light at it. We didn't know that we have to open the 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 switch, right? So the whole night we were cold, and I was sick. But then I told in the morning, I told my friend to blow my body. After she blow my body, I vomit one more time. And then once I drink warm water, ever since then, I didn't get that anymore feeling.
toxins.
So it was just exfoliating the toxins in the
Yeah.
body. I have this friend. She's a friend now, but yeah, his kidney was like 30% working. So he's very gloomy. He's very sad. He lost his son, but with a kidney problem too. Who died? Two sons died with kidney failure. Okay, so now he's very careful with what to eat. And he is truly like sad. Okay. So she was eating in my restaurant, and I told him, I have this device. I don't know if you will believe me, but you try. I said, you try because it will help you. Okay. When I showed it to them, the first feeling was calm, and then the second feeling was just sleepy, which I told her. And then so they bought the machine, the device, right? They were using it to him. They are from California. They have a house here. So when they come, they use the house. But their insurance is Kaiser. So one day, after a month of using the product, before that, I didn't know that he has a big boil in his butt. And the doctor cut that boil and removed the dirt. And then saw it again, right? He he was doing the blower for a month. And then one day he said, "Oh my God, I'm dying. Call the 911, call the." The wife does not want to call 911 because they were Kaiser and they have no insurance. But no, I have to go to the hospital, he said. But then the wife was blowing and blowing and blowing him. And then, okay. And then suddenly, the boil that used to be operated, it grew again, and the boil burst, and the blood flow in their bed. There was all pus and sand and smells terrible. And then so they clean up and then wipe the husband, right? After they were clean up, they were in bed. The husband said, "You know what? I don't feel sick. I don't feel anything I felt before. And I am rejuvenated." So that healing crisis, the boil that was existing, they put it, I mean, our body knows where to dump the dirt and then burst again and remove it from the body. So one area of cleansing the body is through by the boil. Okay. So sometimes the nodules, okay, for ladies that have breast cancer, are very, protective about their breast, they have to protect it. But it is through the immune system, through the lymphatic system. You have to blow your neck, your armpit, your groin, the back of your knee, and of course the back. I like the back, especially me. I use it 30 minutes in the back. Okay. If if no one will help you, you can do this. Okay. And you can do the back like this. Okay. Sometimes I go to my bathroom, I just put it with a towel like this, and then I point it. Like this morning, I want wet my hair. Oh, I put like the towel, and then I put it here like that, and then I dry my hair while I comb it. But it is very, very good hot air blower for the hair. Why? It is energizing your brain cells. Yeah, I know I have this I always I am a vitamin freak. I have ginkgo biloba. I take 3 in the morning, 3 in the evening. I take advanced memory formula, 2 in the morning and 3 in the evening. I take calcium. I take all the vitamins. Okay. Recently, I noticed I have improved memory even without the vitamins. Even without the vitamins. But of course, I'll continue with the vitamins because it's better. But I saw an improvement in my memory.
Wow, Miss Eileen.
Okay?
Yay, awesome. Well, I'd just like to open up for a few questions.
Yeah, sure. Anyone. And it's good that we understand how we use them, and it's good that we can tell others about it, because our goal is that one family can have one device.
Yes.
That's the goal. And we can open countries. If you have friends in other country, share it to them, because everything will go back to you as a benefit.
So if
It
you
will
want to
benefit you.
do more research, Prife International is the name of the company, and you can Google it. You'll find a lot of videos all over the world. People are being healed by this device. So again, so in the chat, you have the guide if you want to print that or refer to it on your device. It has this protocol that you do once, twice a day. The more you blow yourself, the better, right? If
Yes.
you can make it part of your regimen. I finally, now with my husband, he is sedentary, right? And so I set it up so that it blows a certain part of his brain that activates his language center, and the right side of his body, which is paralyzed. Yeah. So anyway, let's see. So are there any other use questions that you may have about it? That was the objective for Ruth and Ron. I want to make sure that they knew how to use it once it arrived.
Remy, can I say something right quick?
Sherry?
Be real careful in the verbiage when you talk to other people. We cannot say that the machine healed somebody.
That's
the
true.
machine is a tool. The body heals itself.
Beautiful distinction.
Yeah, you have to be very careful with that, because we can get in a lot of trouble with that.
Yes, perfect. That is so.
Thank you, Cher. Thank you.
Yes. And Miss Eileen, you started with that, but the body's ability to heal itself.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah. And you know what? Because they want that to be a secret. They don't want you to know that your body is healing you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they want you to take the medicine.
Yeah. Okay. I will turn this recording into YouTube for anyone who would like to get a copy of it. And Miss Eileen, there's many of us on this call who are part of Telegram. It's a SMS service, and I'm thinking maybe if it's okay with you that I start a Telegram group, and then that way
Yes.
we can all be on the same channel. Is that okay?
Really,
I know
hate
we have, you
hate to
already have
interrupt
one.
you. Yeah, Tammy has her hand up.
Oh, Tammy, hi.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I have been without smell since June. Will this be able to help? And where would I put the machine blower at? Part of my body. Would I put it on my
Where?
nose or?
Okay. Well, the first thing first is that always use the protocol. Okay.
Here.
We have to find out where is the olfactory of our brain, and it's more likely it's in the brain because this is part of our face, right? So we will find out what, but if you do the head part, first start with the protocol, do the back and the sole, do the back and the sole,
Okay.
and then the brain. Okay,
Okay, so what do you
that
want me
one
to ask
you will
about a hard copy?
Oh, thank you.
a hard copy, yes.
Yeah, Eileen, are there hard copies of the instruction guide you sent me?
No, but I
Okay.
can make a copy,
Okay.
or you can just
Send it to
go
me.
to Office Depot and yeah. But right now it's all in the text and in the email,
I have
and
one
then you
last
can
question.
maybe
Selfish question for me and Vince, because he's sometimes laying down, and for me, he's 230 pounds, 6'1", just to mobilize him. I can't get to his back all the time, right? So I've been doing it on the front of his chest, down, down, and
yes,
that's sufficient, right? It's like doing his back, but from the front
yes,
because it
yes,
penetrates the body.
yeah. So concentrate more time on the sole of the feet.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense.
Remember, the sole of the feet, everything has all the organs is there.
Yes.
Yeah. So of course the body here is very effective, but take time more on the sole and the palm.
Oh, nice. Okay, thank you. Because sometimes I'm so tired, I don't want to do the whole treatment. So if I just do the hands and feet, at least I know I gave him a little bit of.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. And you know what, Remy, if your caregiver is there with you, maybe train her to do it as a new assignment
Yes, I
while,
have been. Yes, and that helped. Very helpful to me.
yeah. And then ask her to do the timer, because at least if she can receive at least 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening, then that will improve tremendously. Our cells is alive, so when it's alive it gets tired, it gets dormant. So when it is activated, then it starts to repair again. Once it's activated, it starts to repair again. So we have to do it consistently.
Give me a question.
You have
Okay,
to,
we have a
yes.
question. We have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you said the 1.0 is now classic 2.0.
Yes, sir.
Do we get it changed?
Do
Is
we?
it,
Yeah,
can we change it, or
you said.
do we have to keep using the 1.0?
No, you can still continue using the 1.0.
Or
And you can,
It's so
but
good.
you will, yes.
can we get the 2.0 is my question.
He wants to know if you can exchange it.
Yes.
No,
'Cause you-
no more.
Okay.
Okay.
So the ones we'll be getting shortly will be the 2 point, right? 2.0.
Yes, 6 of them. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay.
I have one more question. Is there a maximum time that you can use it, or is there a shut-off time?
Actually, there is a shut-off time. When it's too hot, it will just turn off. And then you have to fully 100% cool it. Okay, but then it will start again. As to maximum times to use it, you can use it as often as you like.
I see. Okay.
Okay,
you.
great. Oh, thank you for this time. It's very informative.
Love
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate
And
it.
if you want to do the Zoom every week, so we can expand from your family to your friends to everyone that wants to hear it, I will be available.
Oh, that's
Thank
wonderful.
you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
we'll set up a regular
Thank you.
scheduled Zoom so we.
Okay.
I mean,
Hey,
as we use it, we'll have more questions and we
Hey,
can.
Remy,
Yes.
let me know when Vince is talking.
I know. He's
Yeah.
gonna call you one. He's gonna
I
call you
wanna
up one day.
I wanna have the first dance with Vince.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, there was a testimonial of a guy who didn't speak for 2 years, and he called his
Mhm.
buddy up. Oh my gosh! So I'm really, working on his speech center. But anyway, I
Okay.
know there's a, a lot of other testimonies. But thank you also for talking about the itchiness in the head. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding, Miss Eileen. My head was so itchy for like a week, and I thought it was my products. I thought it was new vitamins I was using, and now I understand. And now it's not itchy anymore. So
Yeah. It's a healing crisis.
it was.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh
it
my
is.
gosh, it makes so much sense now. So I'm glad that I'm through that. And I noticed my contacts don't work well anymore. My bifocal, my cheaters, my
Uh-huh.
eyesight is changing.
Oh, wow. Praise
And
Oh,
God.
that's
Yes.
great.
and I
And
know you sent us a video on someone whose eye she doesn't need her cheaters anymore.
oh, that's terrific.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
So yeah, we're and remember, we are taking care of the cell. Okay, we are taking care of the basic foundation of our body, our building blocks. So if somebody will tell you, "Oh, I've used it and it's not effective," she didn't use it properly. So we have to teach him properly. So but this we come, we are the first, and this will spread all over the world. And you're part of the beginning.
Wow.
You're part of the beginning. The board of directors, they are into global. They're not just thinking of us here in the United States. This one, they're opening left and right countries. Imagine that they were able to open 50 countries. Here in the United States, they were able to open, they have opened, of course, the whole United States, but right now we are in 40 states.
Yeah, I had
The
another
presence
question.
is in 40 states.
Go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Sir.
On the video you sent, it showed 3 colors. The red, there was a white one and a silver one. Are there a difference?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The red is our classic, our basic Iteracare device. Okay. The third, the silver, it's actually color blue. Okay. That one is what we call the premium. The value of that is, excuse me, 1,140.
Oh,
That one, yes. And the white one is for, we call it the Pro, PRO, Pro. It's for professional use, and it's worth 3,800.
oh.
The difference is that with the Pro, it's more like not too noisy, and you can use it for long hours of use, like 8 to 10 hours to 12 hours. It won't overheat. The premium, I would say, let's say you're using your classic for 20 minutes and you get the result.
Mhm.
With the premium, you get it in 10 minutes.
How much is the
So, but
Okay.
the premium is 1,140,
And the pro is
but 80, 380. This is 380.
3. Yes. Okay.
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 Yeah, but same thing, same effect. You just
Okay.
want to use it first, but then, and you can get the pro and the premium free later when you refer more people. The other ones become free, and you can buy them through your product bonus redemption. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well,
Share.
The shipping, you can check with her
yeah.
later.
And Miss Eileen, regarding shipping, how does shipping? How do we handle shipping?
If you order from me, I will take care of the shipping within the United States. Yeah.
The continental US, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. All right. Wonderful. Well, everybody, thank you so much for your time. I will turn this recording into YouTube so it's easy to share. And you can get back to the person that told you about this session. And we're happy to get this product into your hands if you would like to try one.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. That was very
Thank you, Miss Eileen.
educational.
Very
Thank you.
helpful.
Thank you, Miss
God
Eileen.
bless.
Have a
Take care.
good
Thanks,
weekend.
Eileen.
You too,
Bye.
weekend.
Aloha.
Aloha, everyone.
Tell Vince to call me.